All right, the video all of you have been waiting for. Me exposing Alex, the trucking guy, and everything he has done wrong in pretty much trucking. As you all already know, Alex, the trucking guy, is very, and I mean very popular on YouTube as a truck driver. As a matter of fact, he has over 1 million subscribers watching his video. Without further ado, Alex, the trucking guy, is being exposed with this first thing. He has been fired by JP Transco. Yes, there is a rumor going out. Here's a picture. A comment on one of his last videos. A buddy of mine who works at JP Transco also watches Alex the Trucking Guy on YouTube, and he was scrolling through the comments, and somebody, one of his co-workers actually works at JP Transco, says that he is currently driving Alex's truck and that Alex has been fired and is actually a very bad driver and was only at JP Transco for transportation and hiring and recruiting purposes. He is not a real truck driver. As a matter of fact, Alex, the trucking guy, is no longer driving on his Camworth. Also, another thing I want to expose Alex, the trucking guy. You're not a real trucker. You don't drive manual. I'm sorry. You probably have an automatic restriction up there, and you drive a boring automatic. You can't drive manual. Sorry, you're not a real trucker. You won't be hired by my company if I ever have a company, because you need to know how to drive manual. I cannot have somebody with a restricted license on my fleet. And another thing supposedly Alex, the trucking guy, is good at: leaving pee jugs on the side of the door while filming his YouTube videos. Yes, I have proof of that. And the last thing I'd like to expose about Alex, the trucking guy, and how much he basically overrated trucking. He's like, oh, this is like van life. I'm going to record. Yeah, I get the concept. You're recording day in the life of a trucker like it's van life, making it cool and interesting for people to watch when you're driving all the way down the road. But here's the problem with this. He was on Fox News. And when Fox News asked him, he's like, yeah, this is better than college. I'm going to make my money right now, and then in a couple of years, I'm going to retire and be rich. Sorry, Alex, you're dead wrong in this trucking game. Even company drivers are struggling right now to stay afloat with this inflation that's going on. Unless you're single and live with your mom and dad in the basement, you're not getting rich off of trucking. I'm sorry. Especially with JP Transco, the highest amount that anyone has ever currently got paid at JP Transco without getting recruiting bonuses is $1,500. That's according to my friend who actually works at JP Transco, okay? And $1,500 ain't squat when it comes to trucking. You really got to make good money if you're doing $2,000 a week or more in trucking if you want to retire and have plenty of money with trucking. Yes, you can retire with trucking, but you've got to get a good paycheck. Whatever Alex, the trucking guy, makes at JP Transco is not enough to put him in retirement for the rest of his life. I don't know what junk he was talking about on Fox News, but he's telling everybody who's trying to get into trucking a big fat lie. It ain't no bells and whistles when you come in here, and roses and whatever, flowers when you come into trucking. It's some hard work, and there'd be weeks where you're not going to make any money at all, and you're going to be putting in the hours. There's going to be days where there's going to be good times. As a company driver, I could tell you that you're not going to always get a big fat paycheck, and you're not going to retire with the current inflation in the U.S. that's going on and the cost of living. It's just too much. Unless you live by yourself with your parents in the basement and literally have no bills, don't have fun in life, don't spend money on any events, don't spend money on buying a car, don't spend money on any of your hobbies, and just strictly work, and go back home and sleep and work, and living with your parents. So Alex, the trucking guy, I'm sorry, but you're exposed and you are completely 100% dead wrong about trucking. And just a reminder, Alex, the trucking guy, has got fired, according to the rumor, from JP Transco because he's really not that good of a driver. If coworkers talking about him like that and he got fired, yeah, sorry, I wouldn't hire you in your own fleet. And there's also a rumor at the end. In a snowstorm, he was shut down for 5 days, even if the roads are open. That's a lazy driver. And why that is a lazy driver? Well, simply for the fact that if the roads are open, go. Drive slowly and carefully, but go. The load needs to get there. I understand, oh, I don't feel safe to drive in the winter. Sorry, should have not taken that load. I'm sorry. Yes, I've driven in snow. I know it's hard and tough to drive on snow, but I'm not going to let a little snow scare me. If there's ice, I'm going to drive carefully. If the roads are closed, obviously I'm not going. I'm shutting down until they open the roads. Like I was stuck over the weekend in Wyoming. I couldn't do anything. When they opened it up, it was still a little icy, but I drove slowly and made it there safely. You do not need to shut down for a whole week until conditions get better. Especially in Wyoming. Conditions are not going to usually get better. Not canceled. Guys, I'm Eddie B. 2004 Turn right. driving attempt on the 6 Series.